Welcome again, dear student. Today we are here with our another topic of partnership dissolution. It's about insolvency of two partner. In first videos, we talk about insolvency of single partner, and this is one of the major reason for firm dissolution. Now today we have another question, but it is about insolvency of two partner. So we will try to clear all the concept of such kind of problem. So dear student, I would like to inform you, I would like to tell you that insolvency of two partner and insolvency of one partner, nothing has any specific change. But in this particular question, solvent partner will borrow the deficiency of both insolvent partners. Okay, so this is only the simple change in first and second category. Now we should start with the question. So dear student, as you can see, we have the question. It is about insolvency of two partner. In this question, the following balance sheet is the of A, B and C. So here we have four partner in this question, and this balance sheet as on 31st March 2004, and their ratios are 4:3:2:1. So it means A will have 4/10, B will have 3/10, C will have 2/10, and D will have 1/10. So as you can see in the balance sheet, D's capital is given on asset side. It means D is insolvent and it has debit balance of capital account. Okay, so in the balance sheet I think there is no problem, only three assets: goodwill, fixed, current, and D's capital. So now read the adjustment. D has no separate assets and liabilities. The partners decided to wind up the partnership firm. Fixed assets realized 30,000, current assets realized 10,000, and goodwill is valueless. Realization expenses 3,000. C can contribute only rupees 500 from his separate resources. Okay, so C will contribute only 500 from his separate resources. So when there will be a realization loss, C will contribute only 500. Okay, so prepare necessary account according to the Garner versus Murray, assuming that both C and D has become insolvent. So when C and D both have become insolvent, so deficiency of these two partners will be borne by A and B in their capital ratio. Okay, and realization loss, C will bring only 500 out of his realization loss in capital account. Now first of all we have to make realization account, and as you all know, realization account has a specific criteria. So on the debit side, first of all we will transfer our all assets at their book value. So goodwill, fixed assets, current assets, we transferred all these assets at their book values. Okay, so 10, 40, 12 were their book value. On the credit side, we will transfer liability, that is creditor only in this question. So we are transferring it at their at its book value. And after that, buy cash. So buy cash is 40,000. It means this is realization value of assets from market. So in the question, it is given that fixed assets realized 30,000, current assets realized 10,000. So only 40,000 we realize from market. Out of this 40,000 we will pay to the creditor, that is 10,000 rupees. So on the debit side you can see 2 cash, creditor 10,000, and 2 cash for realization expenses. So this is all about the posting of this particular account. And now we have to find out balance. So balance, as you can see on the debit side, total is 75,000, and the credit side total is only 50,000, 10 and 40, 10,000 and 40,000. So remaining 25,000 will be distributed amongst the partner in their profit sharing ratio, that is 4:3:2:1. So A will have 25,000 multiplied by 4/10. Okay, same B will have 25,000 multiply 3/10. C will have 25,000 multiply 2 by 10, and D will have 25,000 multiply 1 by 10. So how this we calculate the division of realization loss amongst partner in their profit sharing ratio. Now we have to make partners capital account. So first of all we will transfer balances of partners capital. So as you can see, by balance BD, so A's capital balance were rupees 30, B's 20 and C's 30, while D's capital balance was given on the asset side, it is 1,000 only. After that we will have to transfer realization loss which we found in our realization account. So to realization account 10,000, 7,500, 5,000, 2,500, these are realization loss. Okay, and now we have to found that by cash means the realization loss which will be brought by solvent partner according to their position. So A and B are solvent, so they will pay full realization loss in cash, so 10,000, 7,500, while C were able to only 500 out of his separate assets. So C is paying rupees only 500 in case of realization loss. So it is all about by cash. Now we have to find out the deficiency of C and D. So first of all, what is the total of debit side of C's column? It is only 5,000. So this deficiency of 5,000 on the debit side, and the total column of credit side is only 3,500 in column of C. So 5,000 minus 3,500 is 1,500. So this deficiency of 1,500 will be borne by the solvent partner. Okay, so by A's capital, by B's capital. So 1,500 is distributed amongst A and B in their ratio. So this is the division of 1,500, 3 by 5 and 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. Okay, so how it comes 3 by 5 and 2 by 5? So dear student, as you know, loss deficiency will be beared by the solvent partner in their capital ratio. So 30,000 and 20,000. So that's why it is 3 by 2 and 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. Same here in the case of D. So the total of D's column is 3,500, and the total on the other side it is nothing. So 3,500 will be borne by the A and B in their capital ratio 3:2. Okay, so this is the division. After that we have to find out the balance of the capital account. So the balance of A's capital is 27,000, balance of B's capital is 18,000. So they will get capital back, therefore to cash 27,000, 18,000. Now after this we have to post all the cash or bank account in the bank or cash account, so that we can verify our question that it is right or wrong. So dear student, by first of all, to realization, the 40,000, this is the amount which we realized from market. Okay, and by realization 3,000, it is realization expenses which is paid in realization account. By realization 10,000, this is payment of creditor into realization account. फिर by A's capital, by B's capital, it is payment of their capital account at the end of firm. Okay, and here you can see to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital, this is the amount of realization loss which they bring in their capital account in cash. Okay, after that you can check that the total of cash account is equal on both sides. So this is verification of your answer, that your answer is right. So dear student, here we have insolvency of two partner, and as you can see, there is nothing specific change in the question which is related with the insolvency of single partner or two partner. All the insolvency will be borne by the solvent partner. So I hope you got this answer, and you will try to solve such kind of question more and more for their practice. Thank you so much.